Welcome back to AM Northwest. When life is hard, just thinking positive might do more harm than good. Here to tell us more about toxic positivity, we welcome back the author of the upcoming book, Think It, How to Train Your Thinking to Get Everything You Want, Master Life Coach Sarah Centrella. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Tammy.
I love this topic.
To be here.
I love this topic because it's a tricky line when your positive thinking is actually doing more harm than good. So tell me about toxic positivity.
Yeah, to me, toxic positivity is really when someone is trying to cover up their feelings or cover up the feelings of someone else by just saying, everything's fine, you're going to be fine, everything's okay. And you can almost feel it kind of in your body when someone tells you that, or even when you're trying to tell yourself that. Your body just rejects it. It does not feel good. It truly does feel toxic. So I think a lot of people use it without even thinking about it. They're just going to this kind of like generic Band-Aid solution of pretending that everything is okay and everything's gonna be okay. And there's many times when it's not okay.
Right.
And it might not be okay for a while. And I think it's covering up the deeper conversation.
Yeah, so what is the difference between that and then using positive self-talk when times get hard?
Yeah, so to me, they're really different. Toxic positivity or just always being positive is, again, just very generically telling myself things like, I'm gonna be fine, everything is fine. So it's not addressing the problem, which kind of brings more anxiety almost, because my brain is still trying to solve what that problem is and doesn't feel okay and doesn't feel fine. So what I teach is I teach people how to actually change that thought into something that they want instead. So if I'm feeling anxious, for example, because maybe I lost my job, or I'm afraid that I might lose my job. We're in economic times right now that are pretty uncertain. I think a lot of people are worried about things like that. If someone just said, you're fine, you're always gonna be fine, you're a good worker, you're fine, right? You're like, that's not taking into account my valid feelings that things are changing, layoffs are happening, that is making me anxious. So instead, I wanna tell myself, hey, I'm a great worker, I bring value to this company, I'm so grateful to have my job, I love my job, and so I'm actually telling myself specific things that will make me feel that way, and it's going to make me show up to work, continuing to be motivated, continuing to love my job and bring my best foot forward every day.
Yes. Okay. So is it possible to have toxic positivity with yourself, or does toxic positivity mostly come from people saying, get over it, you'll be fine? I mean, can you do it to yourself?
Yeah, I think it's both. Absolutely. Okay. Because if you don't know what else to do, a lot of people think, oh, well, I should be positive. And positive is everything's fine. It's rainbows and sunshine and the world is perfect, right? But to me, that's not what positivity is. Positivity is much more targeted towards what I want that thing is positive. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if my brain is going down this tunnel of everything is going wrong and here's all the ways it can go wrong, me taking the time out with that and saying, wait a second, what are the things that could go right? Let me pinpoint those and focus on those. Now I'm actually doing something really productive that is positive because those outcomes are positive. Yeah. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes,
so rather than just like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, is what I always say, you're actually creating a new outcome that gives you power.
Right. Okay. And you have a lot of tools. Yeah. But let's talk about two of them. The first one is the pause, the power of pause.
Power of pause. So the power of pause is a great one for anything that causes you anxiety on a pretty regular basis. Let's say your financial situation pops up and you're worried about that, and now you've trained yourself to worry about it every single day, all day long, right? Yeah. That's a good example, but there's many. So whatever it is that you stress about the most would fall into this category. The first thing you want to ask yourself is there anything I can do about this right now? And most of the time, as you're driving, your car or walking your dog, you can't fix it, right? There's nothing you can do about it. So then your follow-up is, I can't focus on it, because if I focus on it, I'm making it worse. And I'm creating a bigger problem, which I don't want. So instead, what do I want instead? Yeah. How do I want this to go if it went my way? Yeah. What is that? And now I'm going to think about that. I'm going to tell myself that, and I'm going to move towards that.
I love that question of Can I change it right now?
Yeah.
And the power of pause. And we don't have time to get to mental tennis, but we will talk about that another time.
Yes.
You have so many great tips. I'm looking forward to your upcoming book, and it is called Think It. And I can't read the writing underneath because my eyes are so bad.
How to train your thinking to get everything you want.
I am so sorry, Sarah. Thank you so much
Thanks,
for coming.
Tammy.
We'll see you again.
So fun as always.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back with more Aim Northwest. Stay with us.